Vrindavan was vibrating with Hari, 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 Hari. Oh, Hari. Not only Hari, Hari, but which Hari? Oh, Hari. We are willing and ready to continue. Say recitation of Srimad Bhagavat Mahatmya. Hari, Hari, Hari. Enter the mind. Hari, 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 Ora. Hari, 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 Ora. Okay. Ego. Come karo. Okay. All right. Ane come karo. Hari, 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 Ora. Hari. 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 That's it. Hari. Okay. So we don't have that much time. Yeah, we wish we had so many mouths to simultaneously talk. One mouth is not enough. Another sage has 1,000 mouths. And he speaks. He recites Bhagavatam. Anand sage. Sahasravadan, as he is also known as. And 1,000 mouths are talking of 1,000 different topics. Not that the same thing comes out of all the mouths. That we have several speakers and they all say the same thing, right? Half dozen of them. I said half dozen, I said half dozen, half dozen. It's not like that. Sahasravadan, he was each mouth talking about some different reading, some different topic, so many topics, so much to talk about Krishna. Glories of Bhagavat. So he had to, as we mentioned, we could say so. He has two tasks. Is Sahasravadan. One is to hold the planets on his course. That's one. How long do I have to keep holding these planets? Then he was told, well, it's up to you. You also have to talk of glories of the Lord. So as soon as you are finished, there is no more to talk about. Everything is talked. No topic balance or remaining. That time you will just throw the planets off. That was the deal. So then Sastra was, oh, that's... And he started, oh no, all mouths are speaking. Speaking. But never coming to an end. And it hasn't come to an end whenever he was given that task to functions. Hold the planets, look about the Lord. As soon as you're finished talking, then no more holding planets. So he's waiting to complete, but never ending. Ananta, unending, anta. There is no end to the topics. And he's talking with 1,000 mouths, day and night. And he was the first speaker of Bhagavatam, as we heard yesterday. He spoke to Sanat Kumar, Shankarshan. Lord Shankarshan speaks to Sanat Kumar. Sanat Kumar speaking to Sankhyayan Muni, and Sankhyayan Muni speaking to Brahaspati, and Brahaspati speaks to Uddhav. And now Uddhav is going to be speaking. Prayer is our speaker. Today's speaker is Uddhav. Not, I don't know, they did not announce that. Yeah, we have been hearing Chandila Rishi one day, Chandila Rishi speaker, and we had Jamuna was speaker of another day, and like that. So Uddhava has heard, he was mentioning, I heard one thing from Shankhyan में थोड़ा सा कम करो उसमें थोड़ा सा आ रहा है कुछ सी हल्का सा otherwise so and that is the narration very low. So when Lord had desire to start the creation of this existence, but time had come, that idea's time had come, that idea of creation's idea, time had come. So then three modes of material nature they are produced. And Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they also come into existence. They are Lord's expansion. Sometimes when they do not find Brahma qualified, most pious entity from the Brahman to occupy the post of Brahma, then Lord Himself plays the role of Brahma. So there's Brahma. The Vishnu is always Vishnu, that is Vishnu Tattva. And Shiva, Kshiram, Dadi, Vikara Yoga, as Brahma said in Brahma Samhita. Lord is milk, and as from milk comes the curd, Shiva is the curd. So he's also. makes his appearance. From milk comes curd. From curd, does curd turn into milk ever? Okay, just bear that in mind. It's only one-way traffic. Only from Vishnu comes Shiva, not that from Shiva also, vice versa. That from milk only comes the word. Kshiram yatha dahi karanishi yoga. So all these three personalities have appeared, and then each one is appearing the Lord. First comes Brahma. And Brahma says, well, I have to associate with mode of passion for creation, and I may get contaminated or spoiled by the association of this mode of material passion, mode of material nature, passion, Rajagun. So I want to be protected. Oh Lord, please advise, what could I do? You are Narayan. You are, oh Narayan, oh Adi Purush. Narayan meaning you are always lying down in the water of Pajva ocean. Garbhadak, Karnadak. That's why you are Narayan, one who lies down in the waters. And you are Adi Purush. Oh Adi Purush, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Please advise. Tatsmrato naiva badhita tathaiva krapaya prabho. My remembrance of you, I don't want that to be diluted or distracted. My remembrance from us, remembering the Lord, wants that to remain intact. So what could I do? And Lord spoke Bhagavat to him, as we understand from Bhagavatam itself. Tene Brahmarudaya Adikavai. He's the first person to be born, and he's the first person also to hear directly from the Lord. And Lord said, now you keep hearing, keep contemplating on what you have just now heard. Sevasva Brahman Swasiddhaye, in order to attain perfection, become empowered, so that you are not influenced by this mode of passion. You serve Bhagavatam. And then Brahma started doing recitation of Bhagavatam for 7 days. He did it for 7 days. Sapta avarana bhangaya. His idea was, his thought was Brahma's thought, that soul covers the body, the soul is bound by the body or in the body, encaged in the body. So I want to remove, destroy this covering of the body, which is made up of 7 different elements. It's another calculation here, okay? Not the 5 great elements talked about. And what he is thinking, the seven of those, is when you eat food, From that comes ras, the juice, ras. And then from that comes rakta, the blood. From that comes mamsa, the flesh. From that comes maida, the fat. From that eventually come the bones, asti. And within asti, the bones is the marrow. Majja, that is the Sanskrit. And then the virya, shukra or semen. So these are the 7 coverings upon the soul. So he has taken to the 7-day recitation of Bhagavatam to get rid of Sapta avarana bhangaya saptaham samavartayat. Okay, so that was Brahma. Then comes Vishnu. Oh, me too, I need help. And his source is Krishna, Adi Dev, Adi Purush, Govinda. So he's approaching the Lord and he says, Prajanam paranam deva karishyami yathochitam. I will protect the citizens. Protection, maintenance is my portfolio or my task, right? My job description. Then he says, Yada yadaiva kalena dharma glani bhavishyati. This is the same statement as Krishna's in Bhagavad Gita. Yada yada dharma glani bhavishyati tadatmanam srajamyam. Says, whenever there is decline in religious principles, I will appear. Dharma samsthapaishyami. And I will establish principles of dharma, avataraihi. With this avatar, the next avatar, sambhavami yuge yuge. I will do this part. I will also bhogatibhyaktu yagyadi phalam dashyami nishitam. And those who perform different yagyas, I will give them fruit of those Vishnu yagyas. Yajñātham karmanyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Lord is also known as Yajna Purush. So those who worship me by performance of yajna, they will get the fruits. Mokshatibhyaha virektebhyaha muktim panchavidham tatha. And those who aspire for liberation, those who are renounced and aspiring for liberation, I will give them 5 kinds of liberation. You know which they are. Okay? Vishnu says, Mukti pradata sarvesham vishnurevana samshaya. The only Mukti pradata is, and this is Lord Shiva, not here, right here, but elsewhere, Shiva says that Mukti pradata, the deliverer of mukti, the giver of mukti is Vishnu. There is no doubt. Oh Parvati, are you listening to me? He's talking to Parvati. Listen to this. Take note of this. The Vishnu, he is the mukti pradata sarvesham Vishnu revana samshaya. So here we understand Vishnu says, I give the liberation, 5 kinds of them. And then here comes his difficulty. He has 2 things to disclose and get advice from Lord directly. And he says, one thing, there are living entities, they don't even aspire for liberation. And still I have to maintain them, those rascals. They don't take up this path of liberation, nothing. Cats and dogs, like that's Prabhupada said. And I still have to maintain such futures. That's one. Atmanam Sriyam cha Vipalayami Katham Vada, and then I also have to maintain my family, especially my wife, I have to maintain. Lakshmi I have to maintain. So please tell me how I could accomplish this. And says Tasma Api, the he also, the Vishnu also was told, Pathasva, please study, Patha, please read, please study. Srimad Bhagavatam, Sarvartha Siddhaye, and by doing so you will attain perfection. Okay, then immediately Yada Vishnu Swayam Bhakta Lakshmischa Shravane Rata. So just two of them, maybe others sitting around and listening. Vishnu becomes speaker, and in audience headed by Lakshmi. Lakshmi is hearing. And this katha goes on for 1 month. Narayan speaks, Vishnu and Lakshmi is hearing, Srimad Bhagavatam, and then they switch the roles. After 1 month, Lakshmi takes the microphone and she begins speaking. She speaks Bhagavatam for 2 months. Vishnu is fatafat. He is finished in 1 month. And Lakshmi is relaxed. And Lakshmi is full of devotion and emotion and his recitation goes on and on. Then it says because Vishnu has so much to do because his maintenance affairs, he is not able to those managers, whatever the manager, ISKCON manager there, they try to rush through that this. So they just hear it on radio while running around doing this, doing that. 7 days, my God, no, forget it. 7 days for recitation of Bhagavatam. 1 month, no way. Vishnu is spending 1 month to hear Bhagavatam, recite Bhagavatam, and Lakshmi is. So the reason mentioned, as we said just now, that we said all this. Switch the okay, should be here something. That's my one thing. Yeah. No, not anyway. I need to find one. Okay. Next bunch. So, Adhikare Sthito Vishnu, because Vishnu is Adhikari, he is He has so much to do. Sri Lakshmi Nishintamanasa. Lakshmi doesn't get into this management affairs. So she does aswadam, she relishes Bhagavatam, and recitation goes for 2 months. And then they repeat again. Vishnu takes the mic, and Lakshmi is hearing. That goes on for 1 month, and then Lakshmi for 2 months, Vishnu is hearing, and it's not just one time, it goes on. Okay, then comes Rudra Uvacha. That, I need some more empowerment, he says to the Lord. Rudra says to Vishnu, Nitye Naimitike, this annihilation I could manage, that pralaya I could manage, but this Mahapralaya, Atyantike tu samhare, Mama Shakti na vidyate. I don't have power, enough power for the total annihilation. Mahapralaya. At the end of the creation, during the day of Brahma, there's also some partial annihilation. But when 100 years completed, the total annihilation is a big task. Shiva takes his damru, dim, 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 and begins his Tandava Nratya. He activates the Tamagun function. Destruction is the function of Tamagun. And the annihilation begins. So I need power, strength, I need more power for such total annihilation. It is also stated, or becoming totally free from the bonds of material existence, or 3 modes of material nature, tamagun. Becoming free from that is also atyantika pralaya, or atyantika sanghar. We also have to do that pralaya. Finally, get rid of, transcend the 3 modes of material nature. Destroy, get rid of goodness, passion, ignorance, so that we could transcend, go beyond. So that is also another meaning of Atyantik Sanghar, or Mahapralaya, and he is asking for benediction to do so. So how could I achieve such powers? And then he was told, well, the same solution is same. Any problems, but solution is Krishna conscious solution. All material problems, each and every one, each one has different problem. The solution is one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Or Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. There's no difference between the holy name and Bhagavatam. The Leela, Naam, Rup, Gun, Leela, Dham, these are Swarupas of the Lord. This is Swarup. This is Lord Himself. Holy name is Lord Himself, and His Leela is Himself, and His gunas are himself and his form is himself. That one is easy, right? We immediately, here is the Lord. Think of all these different features. Lord is not different from His holy name. Lord is not different from His pastime. Lord is not different from His gunas, like that list. Sometimes we have difficulty to grasp this, realize this. But when we come in the front of the deity, immediately, here is the Lord. The form of the Lord is not different. Yes, we are convinced. The form of the Lord, this form, is Krishna. This is Krishna Balaram again. We kind of, maybe there's not full realization, but we don't question, or we understand, we accept. But the holy name is also Krishna. The pastimes also Krishna. The murti is Swarupa Krishna. Oh, that's easy. Okay. Kind of bygone conclusion. But then the name is also Swarup, his own root form. The name is his own form. That is him. The Leelas, that is him. That is him. Leelas. And his qualities, those qualities is him. That is his Swarup. This is, Nama Chintamani Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Abhinnatva Nama Namino, like that. Abhinnatva Nama Namino. Leela and the Lord, the gunas and the Lord, His Dham and the Lord. As we realize more and more of this. And they are not, okay, I'll not say this. Now that the holy name is one thing and the form is something else and Leela that is something else and quality that is yet another item. No, this is one person. This is just one person. Name is person, right? Kali Kali Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna takes avatar in the form of holy name in this age of Kali. Well, and he also makes his appearance in the form of Bhagavatam. Kalo Nasta Dasham Esham Kali appeared and people lost the eyesight. They are not able to see what is what, who is who am I. Total darkness. And then what happened? Adhuna Purana Arka Mudita. In the middle of the darkness, dense darkness of the age of Kali, Mudita, Srimad Bhagavatam appeared, which is brilliant like sun. So Srimad Bhagavatam is also Lord. He appeared as Lord appeared as Bhagavatam. And each one is complete. Bhagavatam is complete. Holy name is a complete Lord. Nama Chintamani Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Nitya Mukta Purna Shuddha says. Purna. The holy name is Purna, complete Lord. So Shiva also is told, okay, that you recite Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam Tasma Api, Api means him also. He was also Narayanam Dado, Narayana Dado. Narayan gave Bhagavatam to Shiva. Katha Bhagavati Dena Sevita Varshamatrataha, and then Haribo. No sleeping. What happened? He started, Brahma was doing Katha for 7 days. Vishnu was doing it for 1 month. And when Shiva was asked to do this Bhagavad Katha, he was spending 1 year, whole year doing Bhagavatam, along with Parvati also, and his followers, his associates, doing Bhagavatam recitation for 1 year. So Shiva and Parvati always are observed such an ideal couple. They spend time in hearing Bhagavatam, talking Bhagavatam. And one time, as we were going over Hindi Bhagavad that day, we mentioned that one day Shiva was reciting Bhagavatam. And Parvati, like some of you, few of you, are in the middle of the enjoys. So she also fell asleep. But Shiva went on with his recitation because there was a response. Someone was responding. Shiva felt that. Well, he thought that was Parvati. He is just absorbed in recitation. He is oblivious to the surroundings and he is not so much focused on details, movements, developments around. He just in his own world and reciting Bhagavatam. So we thought, yeah, sure, must be. So someone was doing every now and then. Meaning, when one person talks, the other person, he responds, says, I'm with you. Oh, nice, amazing. Go on, wonderful. He doesn't say wonderful, go on. So he said, Shiva, this is part of the, so he went on with his katha. But at one point, I became a little to the external consciousness or saw that Parvati was kind of not lying in the bed, sitting, but someone is doing this, Who is it? There was one shuka, one parrot was sitting right behind, and he was listening, and he was really enjoying, and he was inspiring Shiva to go on. No, So when Shiva took notice of the parrot sitting behind, which is improper to sit behind the speaker, so this was an objectionable thing to do. So So Shiva got up with his trishul in his hand and wanted to attack or teach lesson to that person, parent, sitting behind. Just Shiva got up, bird flew, and Shiva was chasing after. The bird was speeding, and she was going, and it went on and on, long distance travel through airways, all over top of Himalayan mountain. Amarnath no what? Is Katha? Amarnath or Kedarnath, huh? Amarnath, I think. This is the Puranas. And then the parrot was flying in the direction of Badrikashram. And he finally arrived, and there was a wife of Vyasadeva, and she was tired, and she said, you do this, right? Sometimes we all do this. Sometimes in the middle of the katha also some devotees keep doing that. Yawning, as she was yawning. And then this parrot, he wanted to hide somewhere. Help, help, Shiva is right behind, help. I need some shelter, I need to. So he entered right in the mouth of Vyasa's wife. Well, and then that's it. He stayed in the womb, and he became the son of Vyasadeva. Yasana, his mother. So that parrot, Shuka Amrita, Shuka Mukha Amrita Drava Sanyita. That parrot is considered the parrot of Radharani's palace, a pet parrot. Had appeared as that bird, Shuka, and he heard his katha from Shiva, and then after, of course, having taken birth as son of Vyas, Srila Vyasdev also taught him lessons in Bhagavatam. He had written, Vyasadeva had written Bhagavatam, and then he was teaching his students, and he taught it to Shukadeva Goswami also, and then the first official katha, authorized official katha, was conducted 30 years after Lord's departure. 30 years. And that was on the bank of Ganga, and King Parikshit, for the sake of King Parikshit. Okay. So Shiva also is reciting Bhagavatam. Now Buddha says, I'm going to, as I have heard katha from my Guru Maharaj, from Brahaspati, I am going to recite this Bhagavatam for 1 month. Where I'm going to recite? I'm going to recite that right here. It's not here, or there, on the banks of Kusum Sarovar. And who is in the audience? You remember, right? By now you haven't forgotten that context. 16,000 queens of Krishna, and Vajranath, King Parikshit is there, and some others are also mentioned, some other audience. So he said, I'm going to begin Bhagavatam recitation. And he had heard Bhagavatam from Brihaspati. But he also mentions, I also had a good fortune of hearing this Bhagavatam from Lord Himself. Svarvasam prartha krishnam cha brahmadeshu gateshu me. And then he is making a reference that for sake of appearance, so that Lord would make His appearance, all the demigods that approached the Lord appealed to Him and briefed Him of the very pathetic situation, dharma shaglani, decline in religious principle. Look at this Mother Earth in the form of cow in tears, and then Lord was convinced, yes, it's time for me to make appearance. So I will appear. So that time all the demigods were present at the time of appearance of the Lord. And now it's time for Lord's departure. The demigods again have appeared, appealing to the Lord, but thanking Him for appearance and thanking for all that Lord did for them, for their citizens, for all the people of this world. Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya chadustikam. So demigods, they have offered their prayers, and then Brahma is also speaking. He says, you relieve the earth. She was burdened, bhume bharavataraya, and you have established the principles of religion. This is in 11th canto, 6th chapter. This statement of Brahma is there. And for the sadhu, saintly persons, you have established principles of religion. And as you perform your leelas, pastimes, your glories are being talked about, are being broadcasted everywhere. And this is purifying the creation. People are talking about you. You are talk of the universe, not just talk of the town. Because you perform Herculean tasks. Wonderful Krishna. Your name, fame, glory. Same old story. Not his eternal story. It never becomes old also. So nice that you perform all these pastimes. And there's a topic now. There's a topic to talk about. Topic to talk about and think about. So there is auspiciousness as created by your appearance and the presence in the world. Yani yani charitani isha manushyaha sadhava kalo shranvantaha kirtayantasya tarishanti anjasa tamaha. As this shravanam kirtanam of your katha goes on, people are becoming free from tama, the darkness of ignorance. And he also says, Brahma says, that ye have seen 125 autumns. Sharadam shatam vyaditaya panchavinshadhikam prabhu. Brahma Not that he did calculation right then. He was, 125 years ago, Lord appeared. So he's saying that you were on this earth for 125 years. So you give a lot of your time to this universe. And then towards the end he says, Tataha swadhama paramam vishashva yadi manyase. Now if you like, you may leave. You may wind up and return to your own abode. So that is what Uddhava is talking about. That when Brahma appealed to the Lord, Svarvasam Prarthya, Svarvasam. Or you may go via Swarga, that is also some indication. While on way back home,